If you have two receivers to one side, what is that?
Twins.
Twins. If this was that, what is that? Three receivers. If you have a sibling who looks identical to you, or may not be, born on the same day, it's what?
Twins and triplets.
Triplets. So you cut that down, it's called trips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So just remember, 3 siblings, it's a trips. Okay? It's important for you to know this, because if I have a trips, and if you are right here, let's give you a cool star. If you're right here, and you're in cover 2, tell me what you're doing in cover 2. Draw it. Draw it with a pretty blue.
You want me to draw like the safeties in there?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a whole, give me a 7, group of 7. That's what you're going to be playing. 7 girls and a cover 2.
You want me to just put X's?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of these, rushers, and then 1 on the other side. Is that right?
Yeah. What's the yardage in between here?
Should be like right here.
Okay. I didn't know if you guys had a different rule. All right, so we're erasing all these. Perfect. Okay. Now, show me assignments for each one of those. What's their job if this is cover 2?
They would run here.
Okay.
They would stay. These would be in zone.
Okay. Draw the circles of your area. Okay. Draw the circles of their area. And then what's this person's area? Circle it. Okay. Nice. All right. So their job is anything back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you meant by a kind of taller circle?
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of playing back through here. Okay. So if that's our job, let's say I had a route combo of this. I don't know why this is not working. There. There. And there. Tell me why it's important for you to know trips with this route combo. What's your job?
To stay in my zone.
Yeah. And so if you were only watching this defender, you weren't even mindful of this, you might lock in on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I have somebody coming underneath here, just like this. So with this cover 2, if we're rushing 2, there's a lot of space for this person to have, right? So it's important for me to understand their job is here, right? If this is the look with 2 rushers. So I have to understand this person may go here and they might sit right there because they see space. I like to say I like to attack space. So I have to be head on a swivel and understand that, kind of what I was telling you a couple weeks ago, they might be coming into my area and they're not right in front of me. So I have to this is where I would probably adjust myself like you've told me you've done before. You put your back towards the sideline. That way we can see what's entering our zone. That's usually a cue I tell my quarterbacks. I'm like, not all the time, but if you see a corner who's got their back to the sideline, they're probably in zone because they're watching everything that's trying to enter. You got a lot of things to watch, right? Mm-hmm. So we just have to be mindful of that. Now,
one over here or just?
Well, you've got one kind of here, one kind of here, one kind of here. You can do cover 3 a whole different kind of ways. Mm-hmm. There's no one set way to do it. But typically, when you hear cover 3, you know that the field is divided into thirds. That's the most important thing. Because what you could do, people can switch this, okay? You could be in a cover 3 like this, and all of a sudden, I shift over here, right before the snap, I shift here, and now what does this look? defensive coverage does this turn into? Instead of one high safety, it's two high. So you could have man and then have cover two up top. It could be cover two man. But typically, two high is going to be a cover two of some kind. But you can switch. So I just wanted you to see that it's not always stuck like that. But cover three typically means you have the thirds. So if we played in a typical fashion, what do the corners on the outside do? They're just going to play back. They don't want anything behind them. So they play this third. They play this third, and they've got this third. So you can do whatever the heck you want to under here. If it were me, I wouldn't want to rush two. I'd want to rush one. This is what I would do. But you could have one rush. That way, I could kind of spread myself out a little bit. Have a little more underneath. That way, if they come here, I'm playing underneath. Because if I'm playing cover three, what are weaknesses in cover three that you might think of if my goal is nothing behind me? Short. Anything underneath. Because if your instinct, what cover three is, if your coach is telling you to backpedal, what I'm going to tell my offense is we're just going to hit quick dumps. Okay? So that's where you could adjust. But if you know your assignment for this, if you know your job is to go back, nothing underneath you, do you go here or do you stay with that one?
If my cover's right here.
Mm-hmm.
That one?
Yeah, you go with that one. Because your job is what?
Nothing behind me.
Nothing behind you. So this is not your concern until the ball's caught. Then that's on your side because it's probably harder for her. You stick your foot in the ground and come back. So it's important for you to know the coverage because when you have these route combinations, especially when you're playing against a good team who has great passing concepts, this is a high-low. How I tell my receivers, if she drops back, you go ahead and just throw the underneath. And if she sits, we pop it over the top, fit it in the window before the safety can hop over.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to just kind of start to develop an understanding of what the basis is. So it's just super important you have an understanding of what your assignment is and also what your teammates are doing. So a defensive coach can call whatever they want to. It's totally up to them. So it's just, you don't want to just know what you're doing. You want to see big picture because you've got to know if somebody floods my zone, where do I have to go? If I need to pass somebody off, who's got the insight? Who's got help over top? You kind of go through those questions in your head before the play happens. Does that make sense? Cover zero means there's zero help over top. Everyone's in man. So wherever the man goes, you go. So if the center's here, this person's got the center. If this person's here, they've got them. Wherever they go, there is no help over top. It is high risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It is basically, if I were to do this, I'm putting full faith that my team can handle man on man.
Mm-hmm.
If my team is not good at man coverage, this is the last thing that I would ever do. Okay? That's cover zero. Cover one means I have one person helping over top. I've got one safety. It's very much like a cover three, except for everyone else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is playing man underneath. So this safety is back here. If you're ever the safety in cover one, you know you are the outfielder. They are relying on you for help. If I see cover one, what I'm doing is I am attacking multiple routes. And I'm trying to figure out who I can pick on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weakness of it. So for you, if you are playing safety here or if you're the corner here, you have got to stay. You got to bob and weave. You got to do all those things. You got to get that lateral run. You got to, shorten that separation that they're trying to create. Because if they do that little dig route where they go here, they're shading inside, and then they cut, you have to go here. You got to weave, commit, bite down, because you got to close the space. And if you're the safety, you're watching the quarterback. If I see cover one, if I know I want to throw on the right, I'm going to try and pull my safety left, and then I'm going to go right. as another perspective for you to hear and see.